President Trump's tweet, appreciating his friendship with Prime Minister Modi and the relationship with India. This was very well received. President Trump has possibly not understood India's policy of strategic autonomy. Each relationship is in its own place. I must say that President Trump's post yesterday was very disappointing because, he used terms like, I think we have lost India, something like that. So that people were getting a little worried about that. Now, I must tell you that even at that time, I had said clearly that President Trump has possibly not understood India's policy of strategic autonomy. India's foreign policy is based on strategic autonomy, which means that each relationship is taken on its own merits and does not have a zero-sum game, which means that if we're not developing relations with China at the cost of India, or we're not developing relations with Russia at the cost of India, a cost of relationship with USA, or with China at the cost of USA, each relationship is in its own place. And if there's a photograph of President Xi Jinping, President Putin, and Prime Minister Modi, it doesn't mean that the bilateral relationship with America is being affected in any way. So I think today morning, President Trump's tweet, appreciating his friendship with Prime Minister Modi and the relationship with India, this was very well received because it showed a much greater understanding. And maybe he realized the implications of the tweet he had made yesterday, which was, a different term. So our Prime Minister has immediately responded very correctly and very appropriately, saying that he values the comprehensive global strategic partnership between India and USA, and he looks forward to its continuing and to strengthening it. And he also appreciated his friendship with President Trump. So I think that this has been very important, both President Trump's new tweet this morning and our Prime Minister's reply. This is very good. And I do hope that now, with the trade negotiations having reached an advanced level of completion, we hope that the BTA, the bilateral trade agreement, will be finalized and concluded. And similarly, on other issues, whether it is purchase of Russian oil or others, which are all part of India's strategic autonomy. And, India's purchasing oil from Russia happened because America wanted us to do it and because America wanted to keep the global prices in check. And we are doing it. And but China is purchasing much more oil from Russia. The European Union is purchasing oil from Russia. America has a very active bilateral trade with Russia on fertilizers and vanadium and palladium. So all these things are meant to be discussed and agreed upon. And I think that now we hope that such discussions will be held at the bilateral level at appropriate levels and all issues will be sorted out.